What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Thank you for stopping in. Today we have another exciting unboxing to dig into for you guys. Before we get started, double check and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I would love to have you here. And before you head out, do me a huge favor, hit the thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it, everyone. It really helps push these videos out there to more people. And feel free to let me know what you're carrying in your pockets today down in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. So we had a couple of knives just show up from SRM, and we are going to dig into one of these right now. Just pulled it out of the mailer. The last couple of SRMs that we had checked out previously were very, very well done. My first experience with SRM, and it was definitely a pleasant one. This is going to be called the 9203, and then I think the -ME just kind of means what color variation it is. I don't remember which model this is, but yes, now I do. So we got a nice little box and a pull string pouch there for the knife. Now I do remember. One thing that speaks to me about SRM's models are that they really are user and functionality based. They really remind me of what Real Steel does. Just very solid builds. You know, all the things that matter are taken care of. Good sharp edges out of the box, good solid fit and finish, strong durable locks that are going to hold up, good sharpening choils, easy to carry as well as being ambidextrous most of the time, and we're going to have the same instance here. We have a very deep carry pocket clip that will be reversible for our left-hand brothers out there. We have some beautiful blue micarta on this guy here. And then this will be the first crossbar lock that I've checked out from SRM. I can't remember what steel this is, and I don't see it on the blade anywhere. I thought they used to put it right here, but I'm not 100% sure what this is coming in. This might be, I want to say it's either 14C or some 10CR maybe. I'll have it linked down below, and you can head over and check it out, and I'll leave it in the pinned comment in case you want to just quickly check it out after you leave a comment. We do have a nice satin finish blade here, kind of a clip point style of blade, and then we have this big old cutout here for the deployment. And right away, one of the things that stand out to me is this has nice, strong springs. Look at that. That is very good. You see that resistance and the want to go back in. So that's going to give this thing some very good action, especially once it's broken in. You can tell it needs a little bit of break-in, but that's good. When we're talking about crossbar locks, knives that have springs in them, you know, it's okay when they come out of the box and, you know, it might be a crossbar lock and it has really good open and close action. But I have found that the more solid, the tighter the tolerances, similar to this, they just seem to hold up a little bit better and be a little bit more stable. And then they also seem to get better and better action as time goes on, as they get used, as they get carried, open and closed. This is definitely a cool design here. I like the lines of this knife. I like the ergonomics on this thing. You'll be able to get a nice full purchase on this thing if you have XL, maybe even double XL hands. You'll be able to get a nice purchase on these or on this, and I want to say these are very inexpensive. I'll have it linked down below, and if you want, you can head over there to their website and check them out. If I can find them elsewhere also, I will try to remember to link it there as well. If White Mountain Knives or Amazon, somebody like that has it in stock, I will link it there as well. We'll pull our issuing stitches hank out and check how deep this carries in the pocket, and these are going to carry very well, very deep. So if you are a fan of deep carry, Real Steel, SRM, companies like this, they are going to make it very, very deep. They mount it on the very butt end of the knife. which means you will not see either nothing or just the very tippy top of the knife. So it is going to carry nice and deep, and the pocket clips that they use are very well done. Good retention on them. Not overly done, but definitely about perfect. They're not intricate clips or anything like that, kind of a regular spring clip. But the way that they mount these, you don't have any hardware there to deal with. I believe you can just push this in. You can see there. And then I believe pull it out, and then you can switch it right over, and it locks in. So very easy to switch this thing over for a lefty if need be. I wish we knew what the steel was on this. I don't think it says on the box anywhere. We can double check. No, it doesn't say. I want to say it's 10 CR. For some reason, that sticks out in my mind, but it could be 14C. So this is off SRM's website. The full MSRP of this knife is going to be $69.95. So they are going to be coming in 10 CR or what would be VG10. I'm not sure if it doesn't really matter. I think it's 10 CR. And then they're using 420 for their liners in the knife. I think the price is a little high. If that's what they're going to be sold at, I think that is what the website is, but the manufacturer of the knives typically have a little bit higher price point. If I can find it elsewhere, I will have it linked down below. If White Mountain Knives has it in stock, for instance, I have a 10% off coupon code at White Mountain Knives, so you can use that and get yourself, a nice little discount off the knife. But 10CR is, a fine steel. It's an adequate steel. VG10 and 10CR and N690, they kind of all fall right in the same vein, at least to me. And what that means is I think they're good steels. Do I think it's worth $70? I mean, if you really like the design, it's a solid knife, a solid design. It's got a screaming sharp edge on it. It's going to be very easy to carry, going to be a full-size knife. Not overly big, but definitely considered, a larger folder here. It definitely has a nice, thinner, full blade stock there, and it comes down nice and thin, and it just glides right through that paper. And like I said at the beginning, they take care of all the functional things on their knives. They're just like real steel in that sense. One of the very few companies. And SRM, I haven't checked out a ton of their models, but they're working their way up my list when it comes to true user knives. Similarly to cold steel, off-grid knives, real steel. SRM is starting to work their way up into that group for me. Just based on the couple that I've checked out, I'd like to get more in and check more out. They do have some other models that they're going to be restocking that I hope to check out as well. Some out of their premium line and some more out of their affordable line. But the ones that I've checked out that come in that $60 to $70 range that have come in 14C have been spot on. Very well done. And I really like what they're doing. They got a bunch of different blade shapes. They're using different materials, different locking mechanisms, so I really like where SRM is headed for sure. I don't think we have to worry about it, but we'll go ahead and check it for, just for learning purposes. But we'll check the lock on this thing. It seems very solid. There's no up and down play, and there's no side to side play. Let's see. I didn't check the centering again. That is very close. It might be off to the show side just a smidge, but it's pretty damn close. I don't even know if you guys will be able to make it out, but it's very close, almost dead on. It might be off just a smidgen to the show side. but seems pretty solid. Let's check it. That's good. Haven't had, I don't know, I've probably checked at this point 30 to 40 crossbar locks and have only ever had one fail, but I think that was a failure to engage on the lockup, so technically not a real failure, because the knife only did it that one time and never did it again. So I think it just wasn't locked up all the way. I kind of rushed the testing on it. But crossbar locks, in my experience, they might not be the strongest lock in the world, and they're not, but they seem to be pretty damn dependable in all my experiences. And they're very user-friendly. They're very fun and satisfying to use, especially when they're done. Like this one here, nice strong springs. That's one way you can really tell if a knife has, is going to have decent action. When you see it kind of jump like that down, and then when it wants to pull itself back into the handle there, you see that? That's a sign of good springs there. So definitely has, and it has some break-in too to go through. I'm not sure if they're using washers on this thing or if this is bearings. I want to say it's bearings, but I don't think they have it listed. No, they don't have it listed. I don't know what that is in there, and it's really hard to see because the tolerances are so tight. It could be washers, guys, actually. It's really hard to tell. It could be washers, actually. It kind of feels like it could be washers, which that's pretty good if it is. We'll have to pull this thing apart and see what they are using around the pivot. I'd also like to know if this has any adjustability to it. I'm going to guess that it doesn't, because I think this is a little bit older of a model maybe for them. So I don't think it would have that capability, but it might. It might have adjustability in there. And that's one thing we didn't talk about either. The crossbar lock is done very well. Nice protrusion there. Going to be very easy to grab that and close it, open it up with it if you choose to do so, as far as opening it, but going to be very easy to grab those and close this thing up. You can slow roll it, reverse flick it, thumb flick it, and use the crossbar lock, of course. You guys will have to let me know. What do you think of SRM? What do you think of the new model here that we're checking out? Love hearing from you guys. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it, everyone. And if you're new here, we release videos just like this one every single day. Hit the subscribe button, ring the little bell. I would love to have you here. Otherwise, guys, I'll throw up a couple of new videos. Go check one of them out. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you for watching. I will catch you on the next one.